Marriage can be tough. Your partner's in life, navigating the ups and downs together, but often the biggest hurdle isn't external challenges, it's communication. When you can't communicate effectively, misunderstandings arise, resentment builds, you drift apart. Many couples struggle to communicate their needs and feelings. They talk, but they don't truly hear each other. This disconnect can poison a marriage. It leads to arguments, hurt feelings, and a breakdown of intimacy. But there is hope. Identifying the root of the problem is the first step to fixing it. And often the biggest communication mistake couples make is simple: listening to respond instead of listening to understand. We've all been there. In the heat of a conversation, emotions run high, and it becomes challenging to stay focused on what the other person is saying. Your partner is talking, and you're just waiting for your turn to speak. You might be nodding, but your mind is elsewhere. You're not really listening to what they're saying. Instead, you're thinking about how to counter their points or defend your own stance. You're too busy formulating your response, planning your defense, or thinking of your own point of view. This mental preparation often means missing the essence of their message. This is listening to respond. It's a common habit, but it's not effective for meaningful communication. It's a reactive way of communicating, and it creates a huge barrier in relationships. This approach often leads to misunderstandings and unresolved conflicts. When you listen to respond, you're not engaging with your partner's thoughts and feelings. You're missing the opportunity to connect on a deeper level. You're just waiting for your turn to make your point. This can make your partner feel unheard and undervalued. Listening to understand is different. It's a more empathetic and effective way to communicate. It's about truly hearing what your partner is saying, without judgment or interruption. This means putting aside your own thoughts and focusing entirely on them. It's about trying to see the world from their perspective, even if you don't agree with them. This kind of listening fosters trust, understanding, and a stronger connection. Imagine this. Your partner is talking about their stressful day at work. They're sharing their feelings, hoping for some empathy and understanding. You immediately jump in with a story about your own stressful day, thinking it will show that you relate. But instead, it shifts the focus away from them. Or they're expressing their frustration about something you did, and you start defending yourself before they even finish speaking. This can make them feel invalidated and unheard. These are classic examples of listening to respond rather than listening to understand. You're not giving your partner the space to feel heard and understood. Instead, you're prioritizing your own need to speak. You're turning the conversation about yourself, which can make your partner feel neglected and unimportant. Even seemingly small interactions can be impacted by this communication style. It can happen in everyday conversations without you even realizing it. Maybe your partner is talking about a news story and you immediately interject with your opinion, cutting them off mid-sentence. Or they're sharing a personal struggle, and you offer unsolicited advice instead of just listening. This can make them feel like their feelings are being dismissed. Over time, these small moments of disconnect add up. They can erode the foundation of trust and intimacy in your relationship. They create distance and resentment in the relationship, making it harder to communicate effectively and feel close to one another. Section 4. Why do we fall into this trap? We live in a fast-paced world. We're constantly bombarded with information. It's easy to slip into a habit of listening to respond, especially when we're stressed, tired, or feeling emotionally charged. Our egos also play a role. Sometimes we're so focused on being right or defending ourselves that we don't take the time to truly understand where our partner is coming from. We might also fear vulnerability. Truly listening to our partner means opening ourselves up to their emotions, which can be scary. It's easier to deflect and defend than it is to be truly present with our partner's experience. Section 5. Bridging the gap steps to improve communication. Effective communication is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship. It helps in understanding each other better and resolving conflicts amicably. The good news is that you can break this communication pattern. By making a conscious effort to improve, you can foster a deeper connection with your partner. It takes effort and practice, but the rewards are worth it. Improved communication can lead to a more fulfilling and harmonious relationship. Here are some steps you can take. 1. Practice active listening. This means fully concentrating, understanding, responding, and then remembering what is being said. Pay attention to your partner's words, body language, and tone of voice. Make eye contact. This shows that you are engaged and interested in what they are saying. Nod your head to show you're listening. Ask clarifying questions. This helps in avoiding misunderstandings and shows that you are genuinely interested in their thoughts. 2. Reflect back what you hear. This involves paraphrasing what your partner has said to ensure you have understood them correctly. Repeat back to your partner what you've heard them say, in your own words. This not only shows that you are listening, but also helps in clarifying any misunderstandings. This shows them that you're truly listening and trying to understand their perspective. 3. Validate their feelings. Acknowledging your partner's emotions is crucial in building trust and empathy. Even if you don't agree with your partner's perspective, acknowledge and validate their feelings. This helps in making them feel heard and understood. Let them know that it's okay for them to feel the way they do. 4. Take turns speaking. Don't interrupt your partner. This ensures that both parties have the opportunity to express themselves fully. Let them finish their thoughts before you respond. This not only shows respect but also helps in understanding their point of view better. This creates a more respectful and productive conversation. By following these steps, you can significantly improve your communication skills and build a stronger, more understanding relationship with your partner. Section 6. Reaping the rewards. A stronger bond through understanding. Learning to listen to understand is a game changer for marriages. When you feel truly heard and understood by your partner, it creates a deeper level of intimacy and connection. It builds trust and strengthens your bond. Communication becomes less about winning an argument and more about finding common ground. You're able to work through challenges together as a team. It's not always easy. Old habits die hard. But by making a conscious effort to listen with empathy and understanding, you can transform your communication and build a stronger, more fulfilling marriage.